I do.
Okay guys, we're at the Swiss airport. We encountered a small issue because the camera we wanted to use for filming is fucked up. Turn it on, doesn't work. So, lucky for us, we just replaced it with the one you're seeing us from now. I also want to show you our amazing construction that we use to travel. So we're already checked in. Now we're just waiting to board to Miami. Sitting here in the Swiss business lounge, preparing for the flight in 1 hour. The thing is, I had an iPad, but I never really used it. And I realize now that I need a keyboard. Because like on the plane and stuff, especially with the Big Mac, it's like impossible to work. So that's why the small iPad is sick. But the thing is, I don't have a keyboard. In the whole airport, they didn't have the German keyboard. So either I have to settle with the American one, with the English one, or I will just thug it out.
Hello guys, I just wanted to inform you that I just had cornflakes, and every time I'm at the airport in the lounge, I have cornflakes.
Okay, so en route to boarding now. The thing is that in the Swiss business lounge, they didn't have any water whatsoever. So I feel like a dried up SpongeBob.
But to drink Coke Zero.
Yeah, we were supposed to drink Coke Zero.
Sadly.
So now walking towards the boarding, trying to organize some
Beverages.
H2O to try not to dry out. Some beverages. This is Prime Elite Hydration. Absolute miraculous.
Hello party people, I am now going to share some knowledge with you. You probably ask yourself why I have such a glow and why I look so attractive. The reason is simple. Whenever I fly long haul, doesn't matter, Dubai somewhere with Emirates or like Swiss now, I go to the toilet and I use all kinds of beauty products that they give out there. So as you see on my face, I have some face toner and some face cream on there, and I'm now glowing. Usually I don't put any kind of beauty products at home. I have a toothbrush and a bar of soap, and I think that is more enough. Gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about. Let's leave the creams and the toners and all of that to the ladies. Let's leave the being pretty to the ladies. But my one exception is on long haul flights like now. So I'll now enjoy this flight being prettier than everyone else on this plane.
Unfortunately, this guy didn't say it, but I look like a sick fuck compared to this shining top model over there. I look like a worn out rug, but it is what it is. Okay, dear sir, I have a question. What's your plan for this flight?
I have a book, and then I don't know. Long flights are tough since we stopped drinking. But I may watch a movie or two. I may have a nap. I'll try and do the most normie things that one could do on this flight. What about yourself?
Actually, I downloaded Star Wars. I mean, maybe I'll watch the Star Wars. The last time I watched Star Wars, I was like fucking 11.
Dude, there's a guy on the plane here. For like the first 2 hours, he was just watching ski jump.
Like volume blasting. So yeah, maybe I will watch Star Wars.
You gotta adapt to the turbo normies.
Because when I was a kid, I loved it. And then I became too cool for it, but now I've become wiser and smarter.
Watch too much Andrew Tate content.
So now, maybe I will enjoy some Star Wars. Or, I don't know. I'll definitely not sleep because I'll be cooked in Miami. It's kind of funny because me and my buddy are making a lot of jokes about turbo normies that were normies, etc. But the funny thing is that all the normies, in the most non-offensive way possible, are drinking wine, chilling, while we are productive, or at least pretending to be productive. Guys, fun fact, me and this fine gentleman here are watching a documentary about one of Europe's fastest growing software startups. And it's ironic because the software startup that me and this fine gentleman founded about 4 years back is doing more. What do you say to that?
They should put Ben here. Ben is supposed to be here, not this baldy.
So guys, unfortunately, my nose is redder from the flu, but we have started the journey of the unthinkable. Guys, me and my Star Wars buddy just encountered a funny situation because the thing is, I've been sick for like 4 days, as you can see, and my Rudolph nose. And the thing is that my buddy now said that he also feels sick, and he feels like I felt 4 days ago. So the question is, are we in it for a treat?
So primarily, I hope the ICE agent lets me into the country. And if he does, I'll have a plan.
You will see what that plan is. It'll be incredibly funny. Slightly risky, but incredibly funny. El Señores have arrived in Miami.
We're in Miami. The Iceman let us pass. So now I went to CVS and I proceeded to make a purchase. Not only did I buy this quilt, hazel strips, but I also bought about the strongest legal sleeping drugs known to mankind. So my plan is I'll take either or maybe both, and then I'll sleep a solid 14 hours, and tomorrow I should be good to go. Welcome. So this right here is the move in Miami.
But you know what's not the move?
Stock cold brew coffee, 3 liters. But guys, this is a chuck jug.
Do you know what's not the move? To have a fucking square glass. Because look, the question is, if you drink it like this, it'll spill from the side of your mouth. So you have to drink it like this.
Micro glass.
But yeah, honestly, yesterday we're not really feeling Miami because we were like jet lagged, tired as fuck. But luckily, these blue fellas,
This put me out.
This
put me out for real.
we slept for like 11 hours. I woke up feeling like fresh and happy and ready for the day. And then waking up to this felt much better. But honestly, this year is a bit schizophrenic. This, whatever it is.
What the hell?
Okay, guys. So what I want to do now is I want to ask this dear sir for a vibe check. Can you come to the recording center?
The vibe is immaculate. I think the vibe is always immaculate in Miami. The factual reason we came here was Ben paid around $25,000 for some sort of mastermind, so he becomes smarter and wiser. And for just an additional chump change of $5,000 US, I was allowed to go as well. But all jokes aside, I think investing into you getting smarter, better at whatever you're doing is probably the best investment you can make. Before you put $30,000 in a car or the S&P 500 or Google stocks or whatever, you're best off putting that into yourself and into whatever's generating you money. JMS out.
The thing is, if you learn some sort of skill that makes you 5 to 10K for the rest of your life, every month, that was the single best investment you've ever learned. But I'm not a course grifter. I'm not going to show you how. Good morning, fellas. It is 5 or 6 in the morning. The thing is, something that absolutely shocked me yesterday was, like, we were standing exactly here, and there was like 50 kids on motorbikes, BMX bikes, dirt bikes, whatever, like all grouped up and like popping wheelies and like drifting and always driving up to cars and like super interesting stuff. Like, I've never seen that, and that does make you feel a bit uneasy.
I'm telling you, that was some crazy shit. I didn't like that. You don't have that in Dubai. One last thing though, on some real shit. Yesterday evening, I called something called yesterday evening, I ate something called empanadas for the first time, and it's like the best thing I've eaten in my life. kind sir, if you can give your viewership one piece of advice for 2026, what would it be? I'll start. If ChatGPT ads come out, put every penny you have into it.
Buy an iPad with a keyboard. Thing is, I was a hater. I was a massive hater myself, but it's fucking good. I bought it here. And the thing is that I have the big, gigantic monkey killer MacBook, which is huge, the 16-inch whatever, a developer's wet dream basically. And I always thought, yeah, iPads, da-da-da-da. I had the big iPad but never used it, so I kind of had a bad relationship, a toxic relationship with iPads. But then at some point I decided, okay, fuck it, why not? I'll get the 11-inch for this YouTube. And then this fella over here got an iPad as well, bought a keyboard, and then we were sitting on the plane, and I could, like, it was a headache to use the computer even in business class. And this guy pulled out his 11-inch iPad, and he had a much easier time of working than me. So then I decided I need a keyboard. The issue now is that I'm a bit autistic with having an English keyboard, because on my Mac I have a German keyboard and I miss the umlauts. And that's kind of triggering.
My take is you'll never achieve your dreams and your goals with a German keyboard, and every successful person in history has had a QWERTY keyboard, not a QWERTZ keyboard.
Okay guys, we moved on to the second cafe, and they scammed me a bit, because the thing is, they said, yeah, just what's your name, we'll come bring it up. They didn't. They called me to come down, but it's okay. So, pretty nice. You know, if you ask someone with a 14-inch MacBook, so the smaller one, what is a reason against the big MacBook, is that it's heavy. And you know what's heavier than one MacBook? 2 MacBooks. I have 2 MacBooks and 2 iPads in this fucking backpack, and it's incredibly heavy. So yeah, life lesson of today.
I will go to American stores now, purchase a bunch of stuff for friends and family, and then I will purchase a suitcase and send a goon with a suitcase full of American stuff to Europe.
The thing that this fella is not talking about is that Whole Foods is 20 minutes by foot away, and I'm carrying the big ass 100 kilogram backpack. Okay,
My backpack is so heavy, I gotta carry it for 20 minutes.
it's not 20, it's 40, because we have to walk back also.
Oh, it's 40 minutes. My back hurts. Oh. I would like to invite all loyal and dedicated followers of this channel to the VIP cinema experience.
And I personally would like to invite everyone to the Talking Tacos place. Empanadas, boys. Which is also right there. Honestly, guys, so the thing is, I wouldn't want to live really in Miami, just because my heart is too European. But it is impressive. There's also similarities between Dubai and Miami, and some different upsides, but also some different downsides, of course. But all in all, it is a very inspiring place. Like, New York was a bit more inspiring, to be honest, like just from the energy-wise. But all in all, Miami is really, really cool as well. And I could imagine, like, being here for extended period of time, but I don't know if I would want to live in the States fully anyway. So, and one gigantic benefit is where we're going now, Whole Foods, which is such a cool place, which you don't really have in Europe. It's really, really sick. Oh, sir, can you tell us what you're planning on buying?
Look, man, the people say never go shopping on an empty stomach. I'm here to tell you, go shopping on an empty stomach, because you'll have a plate full of food.
Look, the thing is, people went hunting when they were hungry. So why am I not allowed to go to the supermarket and hunt some food when I'm hungry? Doesn't make any sense. End of an era. The backpack shall be placed in whatever this is.
The issue with the backpack is not that it's heavy, it's primarily that it looks gay.
Fellas, we decided we need We need double carting.
They don't have shit like that in Europe. What kind of orange is that?
That's called gene modification, son. And can you explain to the general public what your plan is, what you want to buy?
Everything.
What are you looking at right now?
Collagen powder.
What's your plan with collagen? Why do you want collagen?
I want to bake a cake with it.
What kind of cake?
The collagen cake.
Why the fuck would you want to bake cake?
Why the fuck don't you mind your business?
Guys, for whatever reason, our 2 carts were yoinked, so we just stole another one. Evil game. In an evil world, in a ruthless world, you have to be the most ruthless. That's why we stole back our carts. Use this opportunity to tell you the literal funniest story that happened yesterday. Because you have to imagine, this fella and me were out in a restaurant and we ordered one time the beef empanadas as an appetizer, okay? And they were so incredibly good that while we waited on the steaks to come, we ordered another one. And then we ate that, and then because it was so good, we ordered another one. So we ordered 3 empanadas each in total. The waitress was already like, "What's up, guys?" And then there was like a family sitting next to us, and they were like, "Guys, those empanadas look incredible. We can't eat," and that's a family of 4, because we're all on keto. I felt kind of bad, because these empanadas, they were actually insane. Guys, the literal funniest thing that Jan is holding in his hand right now is that we have a super German buddy of ours whose favorite sauce on a pizza, can you show it to the camera?
Hot honey sauce.
Hot honey. Like, what the actual flip? Why are you buying it? You know what's actually crazy, because the thing is, this chicken here, it tastes insane, like literally insane. And if you get a chicken like this in Europe, it's like bathing in oil, and here it's like just chicken and salt and pepper. I would say mission successful. Okay guys, so I want to give you a quick breakdown of what we got. We got one of the chickens that I told you about. We have a special chicken sauce and the most sparkling water that exists on the face of this planet, and plastic cutlery. As I can say with absolute confidence that the mission has been completed successfully. Guys, something terrible happened. Me and this guy decided that it's just not to move anymore, to be in Miami. So we decided to fly. It's funny because the light makes him look like a zebra.